My dad said photography wasn't a real career, so I moved 2,000 miles away with a camera and $340 in my bank account. I was supposed to take over my dad's construction business. That was the plan, not my plan, just the plan. My dad had it mapped out since I was 12. Graduate high school, work with him, eventually run the company. Simple. Problem was, I hated construction, loved photography, not social media stuff either. Actual photography, street photo, train station, people walking home in the rain, the kind of pictures nobody notices until they suddenly do. My dad called it taking artsy pictures of garbage. When I told him I wanted to study photography in Chicago, he laughed so hard he almost spilled his coffee. You want student loans to take pictures? Then came the speech. No stability, no future, no real money. He said artists spend their whole lives avoiding adulthood. I said maybe adults spend their whole lives forgetting what they actually wanted. That ended the conversation, so I left anyway. Tiny apartment in Chicago. Heat barely worked. Guy upstairs practiced drums at midnight. I worked mornings at a coffee shop, spent afternoons taking photos around the city. Most month, I barely made rent, but for the first time in my life, every decision was mine, even the bad ones. Then one freezing morning, I was taking pictures in the subway when someone tapped my shoulder and said, "You're about 2 inches from getting hit by a train." That was Maya, architecture student, always carrying rolled up blueprints everywhere. We started getting coffee together after her classes, then dinner, then suddenly she was just part of my life. One night, she looked